Palaszczuk begs for government support. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, let's have a look at this news.com.au article written by James Hall. Palaszczuk government again demands JobKeeper extension for struggling tourism industry. Now, if we have a look here, JobKeeper, well, there's been significant support for a lot of industries and people around the country. Nearly 1,962,000 everyone. Queensland, we had 175,000 JobKeeper applicants, and this was in October. At that point, it was about, 6.84% of our workforce. Not as bad as New South Wales or Victoria. Victoria got right up there, everyone, but a significant proportion of it. Big chunk. Now, back in November, I looked at some data coming out of, the Australian Financial Services Authority, and you can see here just the heat map of personal insolvencies right up our tourism coast here in Queensland, everyone. So, I feel for anyone in the tourism industry in Queensland right now. I don't know how you're getting by. It's going to be tough. Everyone, it is. The industry's dead. The issues, international tourism is gone. People are hoping, they're pinning their hopes that domestic tourism will help, address the shortfall of international tourism. Because remember, international tourism, I'll bring it up just so you can get a perspective. You got nearly 60 billion, or just over 60 billion of our GDP. It's big, guys. It's important. And a lot of it, helps Queensland. But, the issue is where people are saying, okay, all the Aussies will go on holiday. How many Aussies do you think are going to go, you know what, I've saved up this big chunk of money, I'm going to buy a house. I wonder how many of them will make that decision. I've been living in this apartment, I've been locked down, I've had enough, I want a house. Housing is apparently going to the moon, it's crazy, I'm getting a house. Forget the holiday. I suspect we're going to see more of that than some people might anticipate. The Palaszczuk government has again demanded that JobKeeper wage subsidy program be extended for the tourism sector after it was revealed international travellers wouldn't be coming back until at least mid-June. Now, Palaszczuk, maybe she should have, not run the budget integrated deficit here in Queensland. Maybe she shouldn't have given money to civil servants who did absolutely nothing, to stimulate the economy, also known as buying votes. So you might have a bit more resources to support the, industries in your own state rather than demanding them from the federal government. That'd be good. Health Minister Greg Hunt on Tuesday night pushed the date back by 3 months from March 17 by extending the emergency period as overseas continues to pose an unacceptable public health risk to Australia, including the emergence of more highly transmittable variants. Now, you're going to have more highly transmittable variants, and they will eventually become less and less dangerous. That's what happens, everyone. The update confirmed tourism operators in the Sunshine State who relied on international travellers would be disproportionately impacted when the wage subsidy scheme was cut off at the end of the month. Deputy Premier Stephen Miles said, "We anticipate 50,000 Queenslanders will lose their job at that point," he told reporters on Wednesday morning. Well, sadly, a lot of them already lost their jobs. They're working for zombie companies that are being propped up. Now, what's crueler? What is crueler? Keeping someone in a zombie company with the hope of leading to something, or getting the realization that this is kind of dead, it's not going to come back, I need to do something else? What's crueler to someone? Everyone. Because here's the thing. Sometimes going through adversity or struggle can be the best thing that happened to your life. Maybe you're working a tourism industry job or a business, and it crashing can lead to better things. I know that sounds harsh, but that's reality, everyone. The Deputy Premier said the impact to the sector equates to slashing about 3% from the Australian economy. And if you go to places like Cairns, Gold Coast and the Sunny Coast, That 50,000 job loss represents something like 15 to 16% of their pre-COVID employment levels. Yeah, Kansas is in trouble. We can't afford that, and we also can't afford for those businesses to close who deliver the tourism products that attract people to our state. We won't be able to turn those back on once our airports are open again and once we're inviting people back from overseas. We'll even come back from overseas, mate. Maybe if you didn't put such a burden on people, they might have enough resources to wear out a couple of years. Just think about that. You know, Mr. Miles made the comments after delivering a speech about the need for affordable housing amid the Sunshine State's rapid population growth. He said the government had begun discussing with industry experts to create a growth area delivery team to decide where housing and infrastructure development needed to be accelerated. Isn't that great? You know, the government will come in and they'll provide all the solutions to our housing problems. Oh, I'm just getting too cynical, guys. I'm getting too cynical and too old for this. The team is tasked with deciding on a regional most in need, likely near the Gold Coast, Redlands, or Eric. Yeah, great. A team of bureaucrats, fantastic. They just need to open up property more. They need to open up more land. They need to allow easier development. They need to get rid of the red tape. You know. The pilot site identified will be an example of how local and state governments and the private sector can work together to plan for better communities. The team will also work to bring land in the underutilized urban footprint to market sooner and ensure that quarterly local government infrastructure reporting identifies infrastructure spending and delivery for larger councils. Is that before or after we clean out the corruption in our councils? If you're not aware, you know, Logan and Ipswich, just some of the corruption in all the elected officials. And council should be the most important part of politics. It really is. Because they provide something that we use every day, you know, my garbage collection. I'm really annoyed that Brisbane is hosting an Olympics and I still have to pay money to take my green waste to the tip so they can mulch it up and sell it. Yeah, you know, that's great. Yeah, let's spend it on some vanity project. We don't need a bloody Olympics in 10 years' time. We need less of a burden on the government. Several applicants for a building acceleration fund totaling $72.8 million had reached the final stage of the assessment process. These projects are located across the state and will unlock land supply and employment opportunities, he said. The Building Acceleration Fund is helping to deliver catalytic infrastructure projects that generate private sector investment, unlock development in Queensland, and create concrete and long-term employment. We'll see. We'll see. That's what they're hoping on. So juicing up property, juicing up infrastructure, always. Be great if they found ways to maybe reduce the burden that the state places on us, maybe get us even cheaper power here in Queensland. That'd be great. We'll have to see. So there you have it, everyone. Palaszczuk begging the government for more JobKeeper money. What do you reckon? Do you know anyone in the tourism industry working up there? How's it going? Let us know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links from Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via MeetRx, SelfWealth, or PayPal. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.